what it is, y'all. And before I get too deep into this, guys, huge congratulations to the EU Familia. These guys absolutely just rocked it in the latest Familia wargame. They made top 16 rank, and they are going on to the Master of Familia wargame for the EU server. That is absolutely phenomenal. I never, ever imagined that would be the case. If you want to see what the other Familias did, we actually, I won't say we had our best run ever. We did pretty good. Top 40 is definitely not a bad place to be in. Oops, where'd we go? There we are. Top 40 is not a bad place to be in. 40 wins, 3 losses. 4 wins. 40 wins. I wish. 4 wins, 3 losses. It could be better, could be worse. The long and the short of it is, well, actually, that was the main Chestia. Chestia 2 was down in 46, but you know, you still can't be mad with the top 50 finish. Am I right? So, what does all this really mean? Well, first of all, we are going to be going into the final round of the Master of Familia wargame coming up basically tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. Maybe it's as early as tonight. Let's take a look. So, event times. That is the anniversary countdown. That is not Master of Familia wargame. That is not what I clicked on at all. News. Master of Familia wargame. There we go. Okay. So it says kicking off tonight at 1800, and that's probably just the prep. Master of Familia wargame Season 1 will be available from tonight at 1800 Pacific Standard Time. Is exactly what it says. A wargame to determine the best top 16 Familias of this season of Familia wargame. Those who are not participating in Master of Familia wargame can also enjoy the event by spectating the tournament and supporting a Familia and predicting the winning Familia every day. And I want to say, for those people that were, all upset that this is a Wales game, on the NA side, yeah, most certainly, it's an absolute Wales game. Our EU server is not just Wales. There's a lot of free-to-play players on the EU side. So, EU players, congratulations. You have a free-to-play champion over there. We'll see if they get past round 1 of it. But it is absolutely an honor to have a Familia that is participating in this. An absolute honor. Past days, a fierce battle was fought between many Familias striving for the greater things, with the sole purpose of demonstrating their pride and prowess. The battles became more and more heated over the years, and many famous battles were born and carved into the memories. This is pretty much all the stuff we know. Now, Familia's participating in Master of Familia wargame will be determined by the Familia wargame Season 6 that we just had. In the case that there are ties in the rankings, blah, 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 it's not really important. If we go down here, this is basically how it's going to be broken down. So every single day, there's just going to be more or less just a basic tournament round. During the event periods, Familia is matched up based on the tournament table for each day. In other words, basically everybody that made a top 16 slot is fighting in one of these first rounds. There will be a winner. There will be a loser, unfortunately. The rules of the battle are the same. The rules of the battle are exactly the same as the Familia wargame. You can check the rules for Familia wargame here. We pretty much already know because we just played it. Please note some changes have been made to determine the win and loss. Familia with the most Familia badges at the end of the event will be the winner. If both Familias earn the same amount of Familia badges, with a general who has more Familia badges will win. So in other words, the general that takes the most badges, if you're tied for badge count, that general then determines the winner. Pretty interesting that. If generals of both Familias have the same amount of badges, unlikely, Familia with a lieutenant who has more Familia badges will win. So in other words, it just kind of goes in like hierarchy ranking. Okay? If the above numbers are the same, both Familias will lose. Ooh. I don't see that being the case. I don't think we're going to have ever a situation where the generals will even be tied, but in the event that they are, if the whole team is tied and the generals are tied, lieutenants will not be tied. Let's just be real. Let's be real about that right away. It's a little brutal, but let's be honest, it's not really going to be a groundbreaking thing. The Familia with the most Familia badges at the end of the event will be the winner. If both Familias are in the same amount of badges, blah, 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 blah. It's literally the same. The first one was actually the Familia wargame rules. Now it says here, change part. If the above numbers are the same, the Familia with the higher rank in the previous Familia war game will win. That's actually kind of interesting. So they're not going to give double losses in the tournament. They're going to go on the previous Familia Wargame rank. Interesting. Familia that wins... So if you remember what the rankings were from the last Wargame, the last Familia Wargame, then it'll give you a good idea probably who to vote for when the participation part comes up. The Familia that wins all battles will be the winner. Determine the ranking of the Familias. The Master Familia Wargame. All Familias, including the defeated Familias, will play each day against each other. After the end of the event period, ranking rewards will be given out according to the following. Okay, first place rankings determined on the following day. Third to 16th place the rankings will be determined by the number of victories and total number of Familia badges. So, just because you win on the first day doesn't mean you're instantly out. It just basically means, yeah, your number of badges is going to suffer. In case there are ties in the rankings of Familia Wargame, Familia with a higher total number of remaining Familia badges earned by the general lieutenants will be ranked higher. Pretty much the same thing. So, support. This is the important part. This is the part that most everybody else here is really going to be doing. Very few of you watching this, if any of you. I know some of you, because of the names in the last Familia we fought. I've seen all of y'all. I'm not going to say anything more than that because I don't want to risk anybody's anonymity in the event. But we've seen you. So if you're watching this, congratulations. During the event period, you can support battling Familias every single day. During Familias to support will be chosen randomly from the daily battles. You can support a Familia once a day. The number of times you can support will reset at 7 Pacific Standard Time, 7 in the morning Pacific Standard Time, and cannot be carried over. If you choose, remember, that's Pacific Standard Time, where technically, if you're in daylight savings like most of us in the States are, it's an hour later? Yeah, hour later, hour earlier. There's an hour difference. You can choose the number of... you can choose a Familia to support after the matching and before the start of each day. You can earn rewards depending on the result of each battle of the Familia you supported. Winning predictions. During the event, you can predict which Familia will win. Placing a winning prediction consumes a prediction ticket. You will receive 5 prediction tickets at 7 p.m. in the morning, 7 in the morning Pacific Standard Time each and every day. Prediction tickets cannot be carried over, so use them or lose them. Every day, that is. You can predict the winner of each match of the first day before the final battle of the day. You cannot place a winning prediction on a Familia which has already been defeated. After the event, you will receive a reward for the number of prediction tickets you cast on winning Familias. So, in other words, here's the spectating. In the Master of Familia wargame, you can spectate the battle of each Familia. So, in other words, here's all the battles going on, and we can pretty much watch them happen. Okay? You can check each Familia's battle status and party information. You can replay the battle in spectate. Interesting. You can actually watch the battle go on. That's interesting. In the trial version, the battle may be different from the actual battle. Okay, so it's just going to be like a simulated version of the battle, it seems. Looks like all this is kind of in beta, but it's a really interesting concept, honestly. So here's the big thing. If you can actually spectate a battle happening, maybe not even in like real time or as it necessarily happened per se, the fact that you could just spectate a battle, use this as a learning tool. Look at what units are using. Look at what tactics they're using. I'm going to go ahead and spoil this for a lot of free-to-play people. Wales, sorry, but take notes, guys. I will not personally be making videos on each one. There's just way too many to do, A. And B, I'll give you the hint now. You can guesstimate what settings they're using, be it balanced or attack all or attack single and all that, based on what attacks are taking place by each unit. So if you really want to learn, this is a great time to sit down, take notes, notice which attacks are occurring, and that'll tell you how these higher end Familias are organizing their teams. It's a great learning opportunity, a fantastic learning opportunity, and actually as much as this is going to be a Wales game, it will help level the field a little bit, a little bit, for those of you out there. So pay really close attention. This is really, really, really important. Support reward. The reward that can be earned by supporting a Familia once a day during the period. So pretty straightforward stuff. Winning prediction reward. This is the reward. Doesn't tell us what that is. And Familia ranking reward. This is the reward that can be earned according to the final Familia ranking. So we'll probably go over all of that when everything drops in the game finally, but your Familia needs at least 4 or more members to participate in Master Familia Wargame. I got news for you. If your Familia has 4 members and you got the top 16, you didn't. You didn't. No offense. Everybody's gotta improve their Familias at some point. You cannot leave your Familia, band member as a captain, or delete your Familia during the event period. Why would you want to delete your Familia? Anyway, if you join a Familia during the event, you can start a battle from the next match. Okay. If the battle was delayed and ended 10 minutes or later after the closing of the event, your Familia badges earned will not be reflected. So, finish your battles quickly. Which you should always want to. You should always want to try to finish your battles within 4 turns. That should be the goal. I know a lot of people still run stall teams. I think stall teams are a horrible tactic in FWG. I think they're just a really, really, really bad choice. I still see people do it. It's not a bad option defensively if you think you're up against a Familia that you absolutely cannot beat. But it'll lower the number of badges they're receiving by a huge margin. But, hints, tips, tricks... but realistically, if you're using that as your main team, you're not accumulating the number of badges you probably should. Try a different tactic. Remember, you could save several Wargames teams and just swap them in and out as you need to. Okay. Familia ranking details will be updated once each day. Rewards for the Familia ranking prediction will be given after the final rank has been decided. So, in other words, yeah. Good stuff. So this is really interesting. It's going to be really neat to see how this plays out. I will definitely be making more videos on this as this goes on. I will not be leaking our predictions or any of that stuff, but I will most certainly be helping guide you guys through the next section of this because this is all new and all different and very unique. But I love the idea it's going to give people the ability to gather rewards even though they're not necessarily participating, and it definitely gives you an opportunity to participate and learn. I emphasize that last part because for me, as somebody who wants to get better at the game and improve my game, I'll be paying a lot of attention. I will not be sharing everything I learned, but I will be paying close attention to what's happening, guys. So, once again, congratulations to our EU Familia. Absolutely fantastic. We wish them all of the best luck in this upcoming event. Fan-flippantastic. Just love it to death. If you guys are interested in joining either the EU Familia or the North American Familia, and I believe we finally have the interest to open yet another North American Familia. We still get opportunities all the time. There is a link to the Discord down below. There's a Familia application section. We will have a little bit of turnover on at least both of the North American Familias. This is just people that no longer participate in the game or did not participate to the extent that we needed them to. We are mostly looking for players that participate. You do not have to be high ranked. We're not looking for whales. We're just looking for people that will participate each and every day. So, Familia application section, we are open back up for business. If you show enough support, we will open that third North American Familia. I already have a leader, and I already have basically everybody we need set aside for that, so let us know, guys. For now, that is going to be the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section down below. Like, comment, share. I'll be back at you guys with more. We're going to talk about this. I'll see if we can get... I don't actually have an EU copy of the game, but I'll see if we can get screenshots and follow along each and every day as to what's happening with them. So we can keep up to date with that. Because congratulations, Chesty EU. You guys are absolutely awesome. Keep up the good work. We're rooting for you in the upcoming events. Take it easy, guys.